Hi friend, this is Pankaj. Welcome to our YouTube channel. The first update we are getting from the Flipkart. Flipkart acquired augmented reality startup Scapic to offer you immersive shopping experience. In order to compete against Amazon in India, homegrown e-commerce again Flipkart has been quickly growing its technology stack. After acquiring MakeMocha to deliver a new app gaming experience, Flipkart has now picked up augmented reality startup Scapic to let users view products in their own living space before buying them. Flipkart has announced today that it will acquire 100% stake in the company. The company's Scapic team of developers and designers will join the e-commerce giant and continue their working on developing immersive augmented reality experience. As you can see in the GIF, it is possible that Flipkart will soon let you place augmented reality objects such as furniture, painting and more in real world. This will be enable a user to see if certain product fit into your living space or not. As for how augmented reality technology can be used for advertising, Flipkart could partnership with any popular furniture or electronic appliances maker to deliver exclusive augmented reality experience for their product. Commenting on the acquisition of the Scapic, Kalyan Krishnamurthy, CEO of Flipkart Group, an official statement said, "We are also committed to making our platform easier to navigate and richer for consumers in terms of content and experience." Scapic, for those unaware, is in a Bangalore-based augmented reality startup founded by Ajay PV and Sai Krishna VK. Back in 2016, the company built a cloud-based platform to enable users to create and publish 3D augmented reality content, well though the web browser itself. The second update we are getting from the Google Maps getting improved COVID layer, Google Assistant, driving mode and more. Google is rolling out a new update to Google Maps to help users travel safely during the holiday season. The update brings more information to the COVID layer, live status of the lookout and delivery order, an early preview of the assistant driving mode and more. Improved COVID layer. In September, Google Maps gained a COVID layer that shows weekly average of a new COVID cases across 220 countries. The company is now updating the feature to show more information such as all-time detected cases in an area and quick links to COVID resources from local authorities. Google says the improvement will make its way to Map add on Android and iOS in the coming week. Google Map is globally rolling out a convenient feature, live crowd information. Going forward, you will be able to see how crowd your buses, train and metro is based on real-time feedback from Google Map user. The accuracy of the result, however, will be depend on how popular frequently visit the place is. If you are in United States, Canada and Germany, Australia, Brazil and India, you can now view a live status of the takeout and delivery order when you order from Google Maps on Android and iOS. In addition, you will see the expected wait time and delivery fees. The company is also rolling out the option to view restaurant reservation status in 70 countries. After being announced at Google I/O 2019 and getting spotted multiple times, Google has started rolling out an early preview of the long-awaited assistant driving mode in Maps. It is currently available just for Android users in English in the United States with assistant-powered driving mode. You can use your voice to send and receive calls and text. You can also make the assistant read your message out loud without having a look at your phone. Driving mode also integrates with music providers for media consumption, also without leaving the navigation screen. If you are in the US, you can enable driving mode by starting navigation and tapping on the pop-up that urge you to enable the features. Alternatively, you can open assistant setting on your Android phone followed by enable the feature from Google. The third update we are getting from the Poco. Poco M3 confirmed to launch on November 24. While a Poco India team has been busy launching rival Redmi phones back to back, the global team has been rather silent for the past couple of months. The global team is active once again has confirmed the launch of the next smartphone in its portfolio, the Poco M3. The official Poco global account took to Twitter to confirm the Poco M3 launch date mere hour ago. Poco M3 will make its global debut on 24 November next week. This will be the first Poco M series for the global market. The company already launched the Poco M2 and M2 Pro in India earlier this year. It will be successor to the budget-centric Poco M2, which was a Redmi 9 Prime rebrand. Well, if the rumors are to be believed, then Poco M3 will also be rebranded of the rumored Redmi Note 10 4G that just recently showed up on certification website. The Redmi Note 10 4G has been spotted with the model number this for the Chinese variant. The Tina listing via XDA for the device give away a lot of secret, including the design and some of the key specification. You will most likely find a 6.53-inch LCD display with 2340 into 1080 pixel resolution and water drop notch. Redmi 10 4G will be powered by octa-core Snapdragon chipset, clock at 2.0 GHz, possibly the Snapdragon 662. The device will be available in 3 RAM and storage variant, including 4GB, 64GB, 6GB, 128GB and 8GB and 256GB. The device is packing a massive 5900 mAh battery and rectangular quad camera array on the rear. It will be quite interesting to see whether consumer will consider the switch back to Snapdragon chipset and upgrade over the gaming centric media Helio G80 chipset that power that Poco M2. We could expect the Poco M3 to land in India some after its official launch. The fourth update we are getting from the Samsung Galaxy S21 with Snapdragon 875 outperforms Exynos variant in benchmark. Samsung upcoming Galaxy S21 lineup has been all over the news in recent days, with multiple leaks, rumors and speculations seemingly reveals quite few details about them. Now, more than 2 months after an Exynos powered Galaxy S21 variant was purportedly spotted on Geekbench, a Qualcomm powered version that bears model number SMG996U has seemingly popped up on the same benchmarking index. Believed to the US bound variant of the Galaxy S21, the device listed on Geekbench is seemingly powered by the Lahania chipset, has 8GB of RAM and runs on Android 11 out of the box. The benchmarks also suggested that the device scored better than its Exynos counterpart, notching up 1120 points in the single core test and 3319 points in multi-core. For reference, the Exynos powered model could only muster 1038 and 3060 points respectively, suggesting that the Qualcomm model might be faster than Exynos 1. This is in direct contrast to earlier report, which seemed to suggest that the Exynos 2100 might be faster than the Snapdragon 875. Earlier way, the latest Geekbench listing doesn't reveal any further detail, but recently they have given us a little bit more about the entire lineup, including inside into their displays and camera setups. According to Android Police Max Bench, the Galaxy S21 will have a 6.2-inch Full HD display, while the Galaxy S21 and Galaxy S21 Ultra might ship with 6.7-inch Full HD and 6-inch WQHD display respectively, with all three supporting 120Hz refresh rate natively. He also claimed that while the Galaxy S21 and S21 will ship with similar triple camera setup, the Galaxy S21 and S21 Plus and S21 Ultra will also ship with 4000 mAh, 4800 mAh and 5000 mAh battery respectively, he claimed. The fifth and last update we are getting from the Apple. Apple began testing folding iPhone, possible release in 2022 report. Folding phones are quickly becoming more commonplace in the industry, with more and more companies launching or testing their foldable devices. While rumors about Apple working on folding iPhones have been floating around for a long time, a new report out of China suggested that the company may be actually testing this device now. The report from Economic Daily claims that the Apple manufacturer Foxconn and New Nikon have already sent samples of folding iPhone to the Cupertino Giant for testing further. It mentioned that the company is evaluating whether it should use OLED panel on its folding iPhone or go for micro LED display instead. Meanwhile, Apple is reportedly testing the sample for the most obvious point of the failure, the screen and hinge. That makes sense because the original Galaxy Fold suffered from some hug display issue. Plus, with the numbers of time people are likely to fold and unfold their smartphone, their hinge definitely needs to be tested pretty throughout as well. The report suggested that the Apple will test the hinge for 1 lakh activation. Moreover, the hinge will be made by the new Nikon. Some manufacturers make it the hinge for MacBook. So that all great news for iPhone lovers who have wanted a folded phone. While the report claimed that the company is aiming for September 2022 release timeline, it is no way written in stone yet. So manage your expectations accordingly. Hopefully we will get to see the folding iPhone sooner than later.